Signor Mayor, with this tower.
Quick audio check to make sure everything's going out. Let me know if you can hear me. All right, we're gonna get cracking here. Thanks everybody for being here. Sorry the stream is starting a little bit late today. Had some pressing matters to attend to prior to the stream. And yeah, I was hoping to get started at 10:30, but it didn't quite work out that way, did it? What is going on with Beans? You were a whole floor away. Shut your mouth. Wow. She's definitely downstairs right now. Actually, no, Ted Lasso was over at like, I don't know, 10:15. So no, because the stream was set to start at 10:30. But yeah, no, it actually wasn't Ted Lasso. We finished watching that before the stream. All right. We should be ready to go, I think. All right. How's it going, everybody? Again, sorry that the stream is a little late this evening. Was not my intent, but we're gonna get cracking into this and roll for Kirara. And I'm gonna try and build her if I can get the materials together for her. I'm not gonna go to the cat's tail right now.
Once
battle pass.
there was a glorious.
I'll have to take care of that a little later. That new battle pass action, though. All right. Well, let's see. We're gonna start off with the rolls here. I just want to run through. Oh, that's right. We do have a new Yoimiya story quest. I forgot about that. And nice. So we have the. Oh, okay. We got a bunch of new cards. All the Archons got cards. Nice. I don't know about you guys, but like I waited a little while to start playing TCG. I literally only started playing it like 3 weeks ago, if even. And it's a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be. Why didn't anybody tell me it was so damn fun? Yeah, we got a lot of new cards. Dang, what? Yeah, Miko and Shenhe, Child. What? Selector. Cool. Yeah, lots of new stuff. I'm gonna have to dig into all that soon. Yeah. I mean, you should probably roll for the new cat girl in the cat's tail. No, I can't do that. It's gonna start a quest, and then I'm gonna get stuck dealing with the quest dialogue for like half an hour. Can't do that. Actually, a new Thundering Pulse. Oh, that's slightly tempting. All right, so generally speaking, what I usually try to do with these 4-star characters is get the character once and then bail. But I'm gonna review her constellations to see if there's any that I really want, but we'll see. I got you Kirara in the first 10 pull. Last wishes for the summer unless the Wanderer banner comes back and bring Farazan. C6 hunting for her. Please don't be like my Gorokan hunting. Oof. Yeah. So I don't have any. I don't really think. I need to look at. I never use Yoimiya.
All just for
so
show.
I don't know that I'm gonna roll on the Yoimiya banner. Because I never use her. I leveled her up, but I think I've even maybe since taken some of her equipment from her. I'm not positive about that. She may still. Nah, she still has her equipment. Wait, I did take her weapon though, right? Yeah, I did take her weapon. I never use her. I literally never use her. C0, right? And I think my Miko is C0 too. Yeah. So I'm probably like, not that I really use Miko either, but what I probably would like, if I accidentally got a constellation for Miko, I at least wouldn't be mad about it. What I can tell you is that I absolutely will not get any constellations for Mona, because that shit never happens. I'm not salty at all.
Smile and nod along.
All right. All
Rules.
right, compensation things. Let me go ahead and snatch those up real quick too. Extra primos. All right. Let's get to it then. I'm gonna do these rolls on the Miko banner because I would rather get Miko constellations than Yoimiya constellations, just as a personal choice. All right, so the last thing I got was Baiju, so I have 0 built up on this already. This pretty wild 221-point German exam that was mercifully taken to a 201-point exam instead. 221-point exam. That sounds kind of awful, not gonna lie. All right, first 10. Let's see what happens. Obviously 4-star stuff. And all characters I've already got maxed out. I got 3 4-star characters on this. And not one of them were Kirara. 2 of them. I literally got the other two. You know, am I the only one who, whenever a new 4-star character is on the version with 2 other 4-star characters, obviously, am I the only one who like gets very little of the new one and shitloads of the other ones? I'm getting salty lately, guys. Can you tell? Like, God, like the bad luck is just adding. It's definitely, it's starting to eat away at my soul lately, I swear. All right. Wouldn't take much for them to fix it. Okay. So I got it in 20. That's not bad. That's not bad. At least it didn't make me dig like crazy. I just had to have like a, you know, a complaint. Just like a little complaint. I got 3 4-stars on the other one though, so that one will, you know, help out a little bit. So I don't know what kind of team I'm gonna set up for this character, or how even like to consider using her yet. But what I do want to do is figure it out. All right, so we got her in only 20 pulls. That's not so bad. And I can possibly just stop right there, but I may not. I need to see really what this character is good at, right? Like that's the thing I really need to figure out. Like, what is the? Yeah, I did. I need to figure out what she's good at. Only get the healers for some reason. Usually goes poorly for the 4-star summons. Yeah, something like that. 75 questions. That was okay. Wow, Jesus. Yeah, that's that is a lot. What was that all about? She has very cat feet. Okay, so I need to review her skills and her constellations and kind of figure out what she's good at. Okay, so just it's a 4 rapid strike, charge attacks. Okay, pretty standard stuff. Looks like normal multipliers. All right, leaps into the air with the agility of a cat passing through the bushes, and thwacks her foes with a flying kick that deals the AoE dendro damage while creating a shield of safe transport. This will also briefly apply dendro to Kirara. The shield will absorb dendro damage with 250% effectiveness. The shield's damage absorption will be placed on Kirara's max HP and will not exceed a certain percentage of that max HP. The remaining damage absorption on a shield of safe transport will stack on a new one when it is created, and its duration will reset. Hold. Out of her desire to deliver within half a day, Kirara deploys a shield of safe transport identical to the one that can be created by pressing the skill. She'll also curl up into a special express delivery box, entering the urgent Nico parcel state in order to move and fight more swiftly. Urgent Nico parcel. It deals dendro damage to opponents she crashes into. This effect can be triggered once on each opponent every half second. When in this state, Kirara's movement speed, climbing speed, and jumping power are all increased, and her stamina consumption from climbing is increased. Interesting. When the duration ends or the skill is used again, a flip claw strike more powerful than the attack in the press mode will be unleashed, dealing AoE dendro damage. The urgent Necoparcel state lasts a maximum of 10 seconds. When the state ends, the skill will enter cooldown. The longer Kirara spends in the state, the longer the CD will be. Sprinting or actively canceling climbing will end the state early. Alright. Well, let's try it with a press. Okay. Makes a shield. Quick attack. Quick shield. Nothing complicated there. Hold. And you're just a box. Okay, and if you sprint, it busts the box. Got it. Makes sense. So you kind of just have to lean into what it makes. It did say climbing stamina was increased. Oh my god. What? I mean... that might be kind of busted, actually. I need to find something tall to climb. Let's see. At least as far as a travel ability, that might be kind of busted. Oops. I tapped it instead of holding it. I ruined everything! Alright, so... let's try it again. I mean, it seems like, pretty decent efficiency. It didn't seem worse, but I don't know. I'd have to get to the bottom and try it again like that. Oh, pleb wings. Oh, pleb wings. Oh no, pleb wings. Let's get those the hell out of here. Probably Dendro. Actually, the Leo wings look pretty cool on her though. And Inazuma wings also look pretty good, I think. We're gonna go with the Inazuma wings for fun right now. All right. Now it made the way the skill was described, it made it seem as if like you would lose your stamina faster. And I think you do, yeah. Okay. Because just climbing this on its own, it's moving quite slow. I don't necessarily think yeah, I think this is still more efficient than just doing that. Okay. So I just needed to make sure I understood the way that was written up. The cat slashes. Yeah, or charged attack. Just a bunch of... She keeps making cat sounds. Okay. Yeah, I mean, her skills are entertaining, to say the least. Yeah, you definitely burn up stamina, though. Anytime you climb even a small object, yeah, it goes fast. Okay. Both purple and orange with their mainly blue, dark gray color scheme. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I would say that the Inazuma wings look pretty good. All right, continuing the skill review then, before we start trying to build the character. Okay, that was the Meowteor kick, as in meteor, but Meowteor kick. Okay, secret art surprise dispatch. Smash opponents with a special delivery package used for punishing parcel thieves, dealing AoE dendro damage. After the special delivery package explodes, it will split up into many catgrass cardamoms that will explode either upon contact with opponents or after a period of time dealing AoE dendro damage. Okay. Is it just me, or is the skill damage percentage on that naturally quite high, even at level 1? Seems weirdly high. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, yeah, that makes me definitely want to level this up and kind of see what it will achieve. Yeah, because that seems good, from a percentage point. When Kirara is in the urgent Nico parcel state of Meowteor kick, each impact against the opponent will grant her a stack of reinforced packaging. This effect can be triggered once for each opponent every... Oh crap, I lost her. Every half second, max 3 stacks. When the urgent Nico parcel state ends, each stack of reinforced packaging will create 1 shield of safe transport for Kirara. The shields that are created this way will have 20% of the damage absorption that the shield of safe transport produced by Meowteor kick would have. If Kirara is already protected by the shield of safe transport created by Meowteor kick, its damage absorption will stack with these shields and its duration will reset. Alright. Pupillary variance. Every 1000 max HP Kirara possesses will increase the damage dealt by Meowteor kick by 0.4%, and the damage dealt by secret art surprise dispatch by 0.3. And when Kirara is in the party, animals who produce foul, raw meat, or chilled meat will not be startled when party members approach them. So she's a cat and she can sneak up on birds and other animals. Because cats. Okay. So it does look like this ability does give you increases to her elemental bursts and her skill based on her HP. Her skill does have an HP component in its modifiers, because it's 10% max HP plus 962, and then the absorption, oh, this is all part of the absorption, not the damage calculations though. So it looks like the damage is, it doesn't even actually apply until you get her skill add-on at 70. So I want to take a look at her constellations real quick. Material circulation. Every 8,000 max HP Kirara will cause her to create 1 extra catgrass cardamom when she uses Secret Art Surprise Dispatch. A maximum of 4 extra can be created this way. So looks like if you have this, then at what is that, 32,000 HP, she will max that out. Okay. Perfectly packaged. When Kirara is in the urgent necoparcel state of Meowdeer Kick, she will grant other party members she crashes into critical transport shields. The damage absorption of critical transport shield is 40% of the maximum absorption Meowdeer Kick's normal shields of safe transport are capable of, and will absorb dendro damage with 250% effectiveness. Critical transport shields last 12 seconds and can be triggered once on each character every 10 seconds. Interesting. Hey, Kyria, welcome back. Been a little while. Long time no see. Sorry I couldn't be there for your streams until now. Had heart surgery last month and have been recovering. Finally been able to catch the stream. How have you been? No, I think the question is, how are you? Seriously. Like, you okay? Because sounds serious. I'm good. I hope you're good. Oh my god. Heart surgery. Jeez. Continuing on, waiting for an answer on that. Universal recognition. Increases the level of Meowdeer Kick by 3. Alright. Steed of Skanda. After active characters protected by shields of safe transport or critical transport shields hit opponents with normal charged or plunging attacks, Kirara will perform a coordinated attack with them, using small catgrass cardamoms, dealing 200% of her attack as dendro damage. Damage dealt this way is considered elemental burst damage. This effect can be triggered once every 3.8 seconds. The CD is shared between all party members. Interesting. 1,000 miles a day. Increases the level. Okay, so that's just going to increase her burst. Countless sights to see. All nearby party members will gain 12% all elemental damage bonus within 15 seconds after Kirara uses her elemental burst. So she will. So she's a buffer at C6 also, as in addition to being a shielder. You know, her constellations actually sound pretty good. Now, I need to see how some of her skills are actually leveling up modifier wise. It sounds like basic build plus HP possibly for her. It seems like if you have her at C2, then you definitely want to have her somewhere at least in the 32,000 HP area. I'm not sure what the hell weapon I want to put on her yet, if I'm honest. I do have this extra Aquila Favonius around, but it's a physical weapon, so I don't know that that's really going to be a useful weapon for her. Like this would be a great weapon for her if I were trying to make her a little punchier. The primordial jade cutter, but I hate to take it from my Kaching. That sounds like sacrilege. Oh boy. I mean, I could do it temporarily just to mess around and then figure out a long-term weapon situation for her later. It does kind of seem like HP is going to be useful. Let me look at her talents again one more time. I mean, because she's Dendro, so her reactions are going to be like EM driven largely. So I mean, like EM characters are more forgiving to build because you don't need crit stats as much. So yeah, I'm kind of wondering if I shouldn't go for like a 2-2 build or something. Like an EM plus HP build. I need to look at one of the sets. Maybe one of them are already like that. I gotta look them over again really quick. Yeah. So I'm thinking 2-2. Now with EM being one of her go-tos, I do have this Iron Sting that's just been sitting around. And it increases elemental damage and elemental mastery. So maybe I will stick her with this for now. Because I think this might work better. But for artifacts, what I need to take a look at here is, I think this is just Dendro and elemental skill buff. Okay, for Dendro. The newer sets, I can't remember what these do. Okay, HP and then elemental skill and elemental burst damage will be increased by 10% after the equipping character takes damage. I don't think so, not on that. I mean, I could take a 2-2 set and go for, you know, elemental mastery off of one of them. But let's see, that's Hydro. Paradise Lost is elemental mastery, right? And then this one is equipping characters Bloom, Hyper Bloom, and Burgeon reaction damage are increased. Actually, this wouldn't probably be too bad for her. If it's going to be increasing her damage on all of these reactions. And it would give me, but it won't give me the extra HP. So it's, to me, it kind of seems like the choices between like 2 elemental mastery and 2 HP, or going with Paradise Lost 4-piece. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I'm doing with this, and you know, one of these days I gotta get more refinements on this. I don't think I ever refined this, did I? No, I haven't. And I think this is, you know, I think this is one of the craftable ones, so I just need to go and like get more refinements, and I can probably stack up a lot more damage on this. I mean, what do you... This is not a 3-star weapon. This is literally a 4-star weapon, Aether. 4 stars. Unless you can't see that there are 4 stars above the level 80 of 80 below the elemental mastery button. Or, like, little thing here, rather. I'm a little lost about what you're going off on over there. You can, you know, do your thing there. Dark Iron? What are you talking about, man? Yeah, of course I'm not using any 3-star weapons. That ain't happening. That is absolutely the case. I will not be using anything like that. All right, so she would probably need Dendro bonus if I can give it to her. Otherwise, maybe HP. Although I do have this piece here, which is HP and energy recharge. So let's see. I'm going to start with that. And if I can get the 4-piece bonus elsewhere, then I may not need all that craziness. Although I might already have to kind of skip around a little bit. This is defense crit rate. It doesn't look like I have any great ones. This one, I'd have to see what other bonus. It does have some HP substats. But I'd have to take a look and see what else I have. Attack. Okay, that's actually quite good. And so is possibly, you know, like, I'm not as worried about crit stats on an EM character. So I actually might swap, even though that one has crit stats and attack, this one has ER, which I need to look at what her cost is at 60. So she's going to want a reasonable amount of ER. Under most circumstances, that is something that you're going to be wanting. First, I'm trying to see what the 4-star set is going to do. You went to Cat Island to pull for Kirara, and she was fighting me. Went to Inazuma City, and she came right away. How many did it take? 4? Okay, that's not too bad. Territorial cats? Oh, yeah. Okay. Territorial cats. So Beans got Kirara in 40. It's rare, you guys. It's rare that I get a character in less rolls than she does. That almost never happens. Because this person that's sitting over here in this general area that you cannot see has most of the game's 5-star characters, and I think we've maybe spent like $150 on her account in most of the 3 years that it's been since the game came out. So, like, it's ridiculous. Just so you know, that is ridiculous, and it is not the average person's experience. She doesn't really have much for 5-star weapons, for what it's worth. But she's got a lot of characters. Lots and lots of characters. Yeah. All right, so, yeah, I'm still thinking a 2-2 bonus here might be good, but, like, also the 4-piece bonus sounds really spicy as well. So I want to see first, like I said, what I can get, but I think it might get a little bit challenging already. Like I think I've got 2 pieces. Which 2 pieces do I have on her already? I have, right, HP Goblet and HP Sands. So the real question is, can I continue to get these pieces? Utilizing HP, I don't think so. I would have to go offset to go HP on the circlet. So, but these 2 should be the easy ones to get, right? So actually, I might be able to push that over there. Now, this is, gonna give me a lot of HP for sure. This one has ER, so I'm kind of leaning towards that one. And yeah, it's the only one that has ER. It also, well, it doesn't have any. Oh, it does have EM. Okay, yeah, actually, that one's gonna be good, or at least in theory, could be good. And then this one I have on Lisa, who like I one day I'll finish building that character. It already has 11 ER and 42 EM, so that one actually might be good too. This has great EM. All right. Kind of leaning towards just taking this one from Lisa. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Sorry, Lisa. I'll build you one of these days, but that is not this day. All right, so I just need to go to all and sort by HP percentage. Now, one of the things that I'm gonna have to double check on this is like what kind, like after I enhance everything, what does her ER look like? And then I might end up having to change a piece from HP to ER just to kind of balance her out a little better. But I've got a lot of HP pieces. I might even have some HP pieces that are just not being used. No. Let's see if I have any 4-statted ones that I can control a little better. No. I mean, the great thing... Okay, this one is HP. It doesn't have ER, though. It does have double crit stats, but again, that doesn't matter as much. It's knowing Pasheen. Hello, you got her. Congratulations. Yeah, it only took me 20 rolls to get the first one. Not too bad. This one has ER. So I'm kind of inclined to roll on this one. Might be... If I have... maybe if I have one that has ER and EM on it, that would be better. Because what I'm trying to do is maximize her output and her HP at the same time. This one has ER and EM. Good, yes. Okay, so unless I have one that already has 4 stats that includes those, that's the one I'm going to level up. No, I don't. Okay, so that is the one I'm going to enhance. I think most of these are level 0, except for that one. That I stole from Lisa. Poor Lisa. Okay. So we're gonna level these up. Hopefully I got enough materials sitting around to get this done. And we're gonna see what happens with that. Then I gotta try to level her up, like level up the character. Which hopefully I have everything that I need around to, you know, convert dendro gems and all that stuff. And I might have to go kill some bosses, but I haven't used any resin today, so that should be easy. Plus I have a lot of condensed, or not condensed, but fragile resin that I could also burn on it, so that also shouldn't be too big of a deal. So this picked up defense on that. Wait, did it roll anything else? I didn't even notice. What did it hit on 8? On 8, I didn't even... Yeah, I wasn't paying attention. I was just talking, not paying attention. Tangy tomato over here. Dendro, you know what the hell I was talking about. 40. Sometimes when you're not articulate, because you've been up since, you know, the early morning and it is now late at night. Birds fly away. All right. Ooh, nice. ER. Okay. I like it. No consumable. Oh, this is gonna be miserable, you guys. Oh, no. So I'm gonna have to level up all of these things by throwing away some artifacts, or like some of them might even not be the worst, but maybe I might have some artifacts sitting around that I've just never leveled up that I might want to get rid of, but we'll see. No, that's no good. That's no good. All right. Putting 5-star artifacts sucks. Yes, it does. It's not the best. It is definitely not the best. Actually, I do want to keep that one, especially when you've been, you know, holding on to artifacts for a while. Actually, I'd rather toss this one than that one. You know, like I have a tendency of, you know, holding on to anything that has at least one crit stat. I'm certainly never throwing away anything that has two. Oh, that's a physical with one crit stat, so I'm not throwing that because physical ones don't exactly grow on trees. That one's got double crit stats. This one's got double crit stats. That's a defense circle, but it does have double crit, so it gets really hard when a lot of the ones that you're sitting on are in the like largely ideal state with like double crit stats. You're like, you know, well, you know, this thing might actually work as like a good like consolation artifact, you know, like this is gonna be worse. Okay, so this one's only got one crit stat, plus it's ocean clam set. Like my chances of actually using that set are probably pretty low. Although I'm gonna keep that one because I don't like really throwing away elemental goblets. It just seems short-sighted most of the time. And I don't think that one's going to be all that useful. All right, so that'll put this one up at 20. Okay. She picked up a lot of ER off of that, so that's not bad. So these two are done. I got 3 others to try to level up here. So the first thing I need to do, I need to see if I have any level 20 ones that are not being used that I'm willing to actually toss. Because I do have, as you guys can see here, quite a lot of artifacts that are just like leveled up and are not being used right now, and I need to figure out why and whether or not I want to keep them. This is an electro damage bonus gob. It only touched crit rate once. It doesn't have crit damage. Yeah, I think I'll toss that one. I don't need it, so it can go away. I don't know why I even have this locked 4-star garbage. I don't know why I have that locked 4-star garbage. Get out of here. Bye. All right, so we picked up a little ER, a little attack. Looks like defense once. Okay, so I mean, I would have liked to have seen it hit ER a little more, but whatever, it's fine. All right, so we can go back to the clam pieces here. All right, energy recharge. This one is sitting with a pretty. It's got ER and crit damage. I don't dare throw that one away. That one's got crit rate, yeah, that one is a little less promising than the others. Of course, you know, the real thing is probably just as soon as you start leveling up, they turn to garbage because that's what artifacts do. That one's double crit. This one's already got ER and a crit stat. I don't dare throw that one away yet. This is an HP goblet with 1 crit stat. Yeah, I'll throw that one. Cryo with a crit stat. Yeah, I'm not gonna throw that. This is the worst, you guys. I really hate trying to go through artifacts like this. It is terrible. Like, it makes me feel so bad when I'm throwing away artifacts that I've been saving, because I frequently feel like I you know, I'm doing the wrong thing. Usually, you know, it's sound. Like, I was probably never going to use the damn artifact anyways, but it just needs to be done. All right. Plus, it's just easier when you can just go through them, and, you know, or when you can just, you know, spam click all the foddery ones that you had 0% chance of ever using. Yeah, I'll throw that one away. This is an HP Sands. Yeah, it's not anything special. A lot of the times, if it doesn't have, like, if it doesn't have at least 1 crit stat and ER these days, I'll throw it. Or both crit stats already, because, you know, that's obviously, like, the bare minimum of what I'm looking for most of the time. All right, so now that one will be... Oh, no, it's not. I'm just not doing this right. Here we go. More defense sands. That doesn't have... Nor does that one. Nor does that one. Okay, so I'm starting to find a few that I feel like I can actually get rid of. All right. Oh. What? Just spending your channel points. Thank you. All right. We ended up getting, what, more attack on that one. Not ideal, but it is what it is. All right, we got 2 more that I still have to try to find equipment to use to level this thing. All right, enhance. Let's see, all the way back down to the bottom of the list so I can see about finding more artifacts I'm not going to use. All right, physical damage. That's actually not a terrible physical damage bonus goblet. It's not great, right? Like, it didn't hit crit damage at all. It did hit crit rate twice, and it's got a lot of attack. So I'm not gonna throw that one away. That one's definitely what I would call a decent crutch piece. This has EM, a lot of crit rate. Like, crit stats aren't really ideal for most of the Dendro characters. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to throw this one away yet, just because I think that even though it didn't roll great stats, it's not bad enough for me to throw it away, because in a pinch, it's the kind of piece that you can throw on somebody as a temporary piece and just kind of let them roll. This piece, I don't really want to throw that one either. This is junk, though. That is definitely junk. It has no crit rate at all, so that's just gonna go away. Yeah, I'm throwing that one away. All right, so we made it to 18 again. That one's junk. That's out of here. All right, so yeah, if they don't really have both of the stats that I'm looking for at this point, they're gonna go away. Yeah, that's junk. Yeah, junk. Have so many artifacts, you guys. Like, I frequently get to a point where I have so many artifacts in holding that I can't keep farming. I have to actually stop and like level up something aimlessly just to be able to keep farming artifacts, which can be kind of frustrating sometimes when you're just trying to gain new pieces and hopefully score good pieces for another character, and then you just can't. I kind of wish they would increase the size of the inventory for artifacts at this point. I think we've gone long enough without that that I think that it's time. And honestly, I don't want to say it feels arbitrary that they don't, because obviously I don't understand the infrastructure of the coding that they use to establish their limits, but man, it's a little rough. It's a little rough. All right, I got defense on that last one again. Still no crit rate, but that didn't really matter. I didn't really care about that. All I really cared about was the ER on this one. Now, what would have been nice is, oh, I couldn't have HP on it anyways, because that is an HP oriented piece. Okay. You max out the artifact room every 2 days now. Why can't we have 2,000 room like the weapons? Yo, for real though, you're not wrong. I would be very okay with them doing that, because yeah, as you can see, like, I have a lot of artifacts on hand all the time, and I'm frequently maxing them out as well. This is a garbage piece as well, so that one can fly out the window as well, because that does not have anything worth keeping. Yeah, just some ER and crit rate. Yeah, that's going away. No bonuses when you want them. All right, so it did hit some EM, a little bit of attack, some crit damage. The crit damage doesn't really matter. It didn't hit ER at all, which is like big sag. Hopefully on these last couple of enhancements, I will end up picking up something that will work with this. This has EM and crit rate. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. I need ER and crit rate. Yeah, I mean, at this point, like, whenever I go for Severed Fate pieces, like, I'm looking for, like, the perfect pieces that I could actually use on my Raiden, because the pieces that I have on my Raiden are, like, good anyways, and so it's really hard for me to get pieces that are better. And obviously there are other characters that can also use Emblem, but, you know, most of the time, like, my goal is only the really good pieces, and those really good pieces will go on Raiden. And then those pieces that Raiden was using before will just get bumped to another character that's going to use ER. All right, let's see. This one is... Okay, I can keep that one. And I'll keep that one too, because it's ER and crit damage. You know, that one is Elemental Mastery. Weirdly perfect stats, but, like, crit stats don't matter on Elemental Mastery, so I don't know what to make of that piece, but I am going to keep it anyways. Okay, that one go away. This one will go away too. Double crit on a defense one. Yeah, I'll keep that. And healing bonus. Yeah, I don't care about that. All right. Wait, that's just locked equipment still. All right. More healing bonus. Away. That's no good at all. I don't know why some of these even got locked. Some of these definitely should never have been locked because they were not good in the first place. Let's see. Yeah, I'll throw that one away too. Looks like just one more, and that'll do it. So that'll give her a fully leveled artifact set. Elemental Mastery. Alright, well, if it wasn't going to be ER, I'm glad at least it was Elemental Mastery, and I do believe that should be all of her artifacts. It is. Now, she's still level 20, so her stats are going to be reflecting of that, but at 155.1, I'm not too unhappy with the energy recharge right now. I'd like to see it more like 180-ish. So I might end up... No, Akaran, I had no 4-star artifacts to use. Like, they were all burned up pretty quick. But yeah, I might end up swapping her to an ER artifact or an ER weapon, perhaps. Let me see what her Elemental Mastery is at right now. 371, not exactly high either. So, yeah, you know, it's one of those things, like, I might end up, like, wanting to change her, I think the goblet, possibly. Did I end up? Yeah, I had to make this the off piece. And this is where it might get complicated, where I might have to go with the 2-2 set temporarily, just so that I can give her a, an Elemental Mastery piece, if I even have any on hand. Actually, I don't even have to do that because Lisa's got one, although it doesn't have really anything useful on it. I will lose 11 energy recharge to gain that 187. But what I want to see is I can do some damage tests once she's leveled up, and we can kind of go from there. I also got to figure out like what the hell characters this is going to work with. But right now, like, the idea was the 4-piece set bonus because it will give you know, better damage for Hyper Bloom and Burgeon reactions. And we'll see, like, you know, for Hyper Bloom and stuff like that, like, I can definitely try to build her into a team that I wouldn't maybe normally use. I feel like that team will probably still involve, like, Nahida or something. We'll see. I gotta... you know what? I'm open to suggestions. What characters do you guys think that she might work with? I am not an authority on Dendro comps, because I have been generally meh on Dendro builds in general. But I want to build this character. I want to see if it's going to be worthwhile. And I want to see if she could be fun. Maybe she might be one of the characters that helps me be like, okay, Dendro could be fun. So far, no. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to do... Yeah, I agree with you there, Aether. Like, if I'm going to do double... If I'm going to use Dendro, usually it's going to have to be paired with Nahida. It's just... Dendro's always going to be effective or more effective if you have it paired with... If you have them paired up with Nahida. It just... That is just the reality of things. Honestly, I've been looking for a Dendro comp that makes me use... You know, that, like, I actually like using Nahida in. So yeah, but I know you say Raiden and Nahida are a deadly combo, but I am literally unless under like very specific circumstances, I'm just never going to take Raiden and Nahida in the same party in the Spiral Abyss. I just don't think I'm going to do that because my Raiden team is the cornerstone that usually pushes me through the Spiral Abyss in the first place. You know, and maybe, you know, okay, you could say, oh, I already passed all the stages with max stars that I can, and then I can go and do the other ones with a Raiden and Nahida combo, maybe. But I don't like relegating Raiden to a support-ish role. It just seems wrong. But we'll see. All right. Although, yeah, getting easy 36 stars is hard to call wrong, right? But, like, I don't know. It would require a very different... like, it's just a very different, like, posturing, I think, to do that. She has a double Dendro team for sure. Should let's see, for shield and bombs is not enough. Dendro application for a team other than maybe Burgeon. My main team comp is almost finished. EM Raiden is like the hot ticket. Yeah, I will literally never build EM Raiden. That is not going to happen. Like, you want EM Raiden content, you should probably go to a different channel, guys. I'm sorry. That is literally no. 0 out of 10. I will not be doing that. I don't care how hot a ticket that is. That will never happen. I do, like I've said it a million times, I just don't enjoy Dendro comps. I'm trying to find a reason to not hate Dendro comps, but I can tell you it would be a weird kind of torture to tear down a perfectly good Raiden Shogun that is probably my best character on my account and then turn her into an EM-based character that services a team. A Dendro comp that I probably won't have fun with. Like, that's 0 out of 10 for me. No. Spent way too much time building a C2 Raiden. Kuki is the way. You know, I do like Kuki for a lot of things. You know, she heals, she gives electro applications. It does kind of work. So that could be one way I might do it. All right, so I have no idea what items I need to
Ooh, I can feel my yokai powers growing.
I have no idea what items I'm going to need to level her up. So hopefully it's not going to be anything too aggressive. And hopefully I just already have what I need. If not, I'm going to have to go out in there and gather that crap. Oh yeah, I've got tons of them, so we're fine on that. Okay. I probably am going to have to go and kill that boss some, though. Yeah, like, immediately it looks like. Yeah. Shadow, you don't even use your Raiden. Oof, I'm sorry. Yeah, so I do have to go and fight that guy. Yeah, that is... you know, I still haven't even gotten the closest teleport to him. Actually, I think this is the one you're supposed to... No, it's that one's that's the closest. Actually, Aether, why don't you just, like, come to mine for it? I have the boss unlocked now. I'd rather just kill it in my world. If anybody wants to come and help me work on the boss, the first 3 to jump into the world, we'll just do that. That's one. Let me go ahead and I'll get my Yelan going for this, because she's usually useful in there. Oh, and who else? I guess I could bring Kazuha if we don't have anybody else to bring through. All right. I definitely need to burn down some resin for this anyways. Like, I intentionally didn't log in earlier today and use any resin so that I would have some overhead room for farming bosses and stuff like that I would need. So yeah, if anybody else wants to join in before we get kicking off with these bosses, you are more than welcome to. More painting unicorns, all right. Kazuha probably better. I mean, my Kazuha has, like, I don't know, around about 900 elemental mastery. My Kazuha's always been a pretty spicy character, man. I don't think he's bad. I've never really been able to... I think I crowned him even not too long ago. I crowned his E, not his burst, but his E is usually the thing you lean on the most anyways. Never mind. Yeah, I mean, my Kazuha's not slouchy. Did I ever get any constellations for him? I don't think so. No. Here it is, tripled. Nice. Yeah, you know, like, I definitely would never triple con my my Kazuha, just because I don't normal attack with him, like, ever. But I do want to crown his burst at some point. You need to get back on and save so you can do birthday pulls. All right. If Windtrace comes back, you're most definitely becoming active again. I love Windtrace. That's a great event. I don't know why people are so, like, anti-Windtrace. So many people get mad about Windtrace. Like, why? That is a fun event. I have always enjoyed Windtrace.
Maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out
yeah,
the
I'll
rest
go
of
and
the
lock the
work once
points
I'm
after this.
feeling
Don't
up to
worry.
it.
Just come down here either. All right, let's go.
Remember, health comes first.
Oh, Baiju. Wasn't even really paying attention.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. Mind the side effects.
All right.
Quietly now.
Oh, I think my Kazu was gonna have to be the one to work on that.
Exercise
Ow.
caution.
That hurt. Well, it's a good thing Baiju's a pretty bonkers healer.
An emergency.
Oh, this is not gonna do very much damage. He's on cryo right now. Do we have anybody who can... It's gonna have to be me. Yeah, it's gonna have to be Kazuha doing the work here, I think. Baiju as a healer for a group focused on cryo. Or with a cryo damage healer. Not the best, but it's fine. Kind of wishing I had brought Jean now.
Into the wind.
All right, we got through it. Not too bad. Ow.
Take it easy.
Baiju is a good healer. I you know, like, I was very surprised when I started like testing him out after getting him a little bit more established, how good his skills are, and how quickly you can completely full heal your team with him. But it makes sense, you know, as the healer, like, you know, like the canonical healer of Leolith, that he would be a high performer on that. People who dislike Windtrace probably seek blood over fun. Yeah, you know, that sounds about right. You know, I might replace Yelan or Kazuha with a Xiangling or something on the next one, just so that whenever he goes Cryo Shield, we can bust it that much faster. Oh, he keeps going Cryo Shield. It's like he knows. Oh, you changed to Amber. I'm only just now noticing. Well, that definitely helps. What, did you run away so that you could offset it? I'm trying not to throw an extra burst. I guess I should have just done it. We would have gotten through him before he shielded that time if I'd have just done it. Alright, well, not quite as fast as I would have liked. I'm gonna swap out my Kazuha for somebody else. It's hilarious that Amber was a helper on that. Alright. Rarely does Amber ever get to be, you know, a cornerstone of a party, I think. Okay, do I have what I need for... No, I don't yet, but I will, because I just need to go and convert some of those. I should have what I need to convert them down one layer. I need to go back. I need to go up to the point so that I can get to that teleporter really quick. You're bad with climbing in Windtrace, really? Do you find that you get like panicky and then fall off of stuff? I do that in Tears of the Kingdom only constantly. I don't really have a problem with it in Genshin, but in Tears of the Kingdom, I don't know if it's just like Switch controller and all that stuff. Maybe that's what it is. It's just a little twitchier. Never like hide and seek. I enjoyed it as a kid, so maybe that's why I enjoy Windtrace. I just find Windtrace to be a fun change of pace event whenever it comes up. I really do. Always have. I don't have any pyro characters on there. No. Oh my god. These guys are just in the way. I was just trying to run up there and I see a chest and I'm like, okay, well I have to get that. And now I'm just like killing myself on thorns only constantly. People posed in Genshin are so narrow and easy to fall off of. Oh, yeah, that's true. Isn't Tears of the Kingdom? Yes, Tears of the Kingdom is really good. I have been enjoying it immensely. I am going to bring in Jean, I think, because I think Jean will be more helpful in general. Get this this heal going. Let's see. Come on. Top it off. Okay, that was pretty close. This Kingdom has been easy. I've been building so many devices. Yeah, I have built so many weird things. It's a lot of fun. It's actually really just part of the fun of it is just like figuring out how you can kind of accidentally break the game by just making weird stuff. Aw, man. The fire spread, but it's not like basically exactly to not the thing I wanted. There we go. All right. Let me shoot up here really quick and get this teleporter. Oh, you've got Dia. Okay.
Take it easy.
We'll try that. All right. I don't have to do anything super crazy team comp wise in this anyways. Okay. Okay, now that I have the teleporter, that should also help. I doubt it's back up yet. I didn't set a timer or anything, but I doubt it's back up yet. All right. I'm gonna check anyway. You made this hot air balloon wing wheel thing that allows me to travel on land and fly. Weird. Does it have like the little sliding skiff or something for on the land? My problem about making anything based on the wing is that the wings have kind of crappy durability, so you lose them real fast. Yeah, it's not ready yet. I knew it. I was gonna teleport further away. But yeah, you lose the wings so fast. You're on like 60 seconds and then the wing is durability dead, and then you have to just get rid of it. So I've been trying to make flying devices that aren't based on equipment that has durability problems. So like I mostly just fly around on 2 fans arranged in a straight line with a control stick in the middle. It's like arranged as a bike. I find that like if you use it like left and right instead of like straight forward and back, it's easily off balance and you really can't attach anything to it. But if you arrange it in like the shape of like a motorcycle, basically in a straight line, that you can actually still like attach like Koroks and stuff to it that need to be escorted and then go back with them, which is a lot more helpful. Yeah, hover bike. That's pretty much what I call it. So it's basically just 2 fans and a control stick in a straight line. And it's actually really controllable. And once you have auto build, it only costs 9 Zonaite to build. So it's like literally the most, like the cheapest thing you could possibly build that flies and is effective. I flew like 90% of the way to the Wind Temple from the ground, basically, on that hover bike until I accidentally dropped it off a cliff. So, and at which point I was so high up, all I had to do was pretty much just jump from one pirate ship to another, and it wasn't a big deal after that. The things people have been doing to the Koroks is horrendous. Yeah, I saw somebody like made a video. They made like a weird train out of the Koroks. Poor Koroks.
One with wind and cloud.
Quietly now.
Okay, he already did the thing there. Oh, let me get over there to that pyro one. There we go, that's gone. We got that hydro one. There we go. Okay, so we actually staggered him that time, which is better than all the other times where we did not.
Seems like an emergency. The wind's no side effects.
We'll just go ahead and throw this down
Adorn
then.
my night.
Let's get
These
it
are
on!
about to get dicey.
Have I seen all the silly billies like going straight to the final boss and tears? Yeah, I mean you could do that in Breath of the Wild. I have seen that people have, like I've heard that people have done it, but because I have still not yet gone to the final boss of the game, I am not going to watch somebody else do it because I don't want spoilers. So yeah, I am the kind of person who's like, okay, I'm going to over prepare for this so that I can actually do this without a brain numbing challenge that makes me want to just, you know, jump off something. So, yeah. Oh man, my ping is getting weird today. The first day I was riding Epona around and went to this one place only to start running in fear because of the hands. Yeah, the hand enemy. And you know what's worse? So like I had like 7 hearts or something and like 1.5 stam wheels. And then I managed to kill a group of the hands. And it spawned something even worse as my reward for killing the hands, which then promptly killed me immediately. And probably, you know, most of the reason why it killed me so quickly was just the sheer utter like dumbfounded surprise that I was now staring down like the spear of a phantom Ganon, and I was like, wait, what happened? What? No. And then it just, I'm just dead. I was dead so fast. Yeah, Andy, it spawns a phantom Ganon, and it's horrifying. And he kills you really quick, and he has a big spear, and yeah. So, you know, run from the hands until you know that you can kill both. It's a little rough. Yeah, it's definitely a little rough. Where is Kirara? She's on here somewhere. She still has to be. Yeah, there she is. Okay. Oh. Cat demands attention. Well, I need to go teleport back here really quick, because if I teleport back to Samara City, I can start converting some of these things and continue to ascend her. You killed a hand puddle and he appeared behind me. Yeah, so what I was doing was I was diligently going through Hyrule Castle for the first time, not to face off against Ganon, but to like look for good equipment, because in the last game, some of the best equipment, including the Hylian shield, were hidden in Hyrule Castle. So I was like, okay, I feel like that's going to be the case again. I was right. And in fact, I do believe the Hylian shield is located still in the exact same location that it was in the previous game, which is, you know, super ideal. So yeah, I just kept pushing through it and finding good things. And I found pretty much everything that I was looking for, including the Hylian shield. But, before I could get to the Hylian shield, there was like this big group of hands that were sticking out of the ground, and I had already encountered them once, so I knew exactly how horrible they would be. So, you know, I kind of just tried to like run past them, basically. Like I jumped down and went around them and climbed back up on the other side, and of course they saw me when I got to the other side, so they started chasing me again. So I shot like a bomb arrow down into them, and it killed most of them. There was like 2 left, so I just kept shooting arrows down into them. In hopes that I could finish them off, and then I could go loot whatever was down there. And I was like, okay, cool, I killed them. And while I was reeling from like this like relief that I killed the hands for the first time, Phantom Ganon just ran up and speared me in the face, and I died instantly. Was not great. Was not great. All right, so let's continue leveling Kirara. I'm trying to get her to just 80-80 for now. I think I would be satisfied with 80-80. I should have a lot of the materials for, yeah, for her skills without any hassles, really. You still only have 5 hearts. I think I have 9 right now. Oh, that was not the skill I was trying to level. Yeah, I do have a lot of these manuals, though. So I should have plenty of these. 5 ads? Jesus, what the hell? I have no control over that, but I'm sorry. Okay. Well, that's right. I did not change my team comp, so let's go back. Feel like he should be ready by now. Remembered yesterday a friend went like, time to pull the Master Sword. I replied, watch it break in like 3 hits. You broke it in 4? I don't think it breaks near as quickly as it broke in the first game. In the first game, when you got the Master Sword, that thing broke real fast. Unless you only fought like bokoblins and stuff with it. I have generally found that the durability of the Master Sword in Tears of the Kingdom is much more similar to how it was in Breath of the Wild after you completed Trials of the Sword. Because prior to completing Trials of the Sword, you know, it was just awful. Yeah, it broke in like 3 or 4 hits. It was just terrible. You really didn't get much out of it at all. But in this game, I find it to be relatively durable. But it does take, you know, between 5 and 10 minutes to recharge under most circumstances, which I am still really, really, really irritated by. Like, come on, just stop breaking. I don't know. I guess they just don't want to circumvent like the entire like weapon system of the game by you know, making an unbreakable weapon. And it gives you a reason to still have the other weapons. Now, for what it's worth, though, they could probably still double the durability of the Master Sword and really not cause a problem for the system, and still succeed in just not making the you know, the mechanics of the game just not kind of painful in that regard. But it's fine. It is. I find that I have a lot of great weapons, and honestly, there are other ways to kind of force you to have other weapons anyways, which is like things like the bokoblins that wear rock armor and stuff, you know, like once you discover that there's a certain kind of enemy that makes a rock grinder will just one-shot their rock armor, you kind of realize like the Master Sword is not the solve-all to everything. You end up needing some of these other items to solve things like that. But yeah, you'll just one-shot the rock armor after you get that. Even like stone taluses and stuff like that become much easier to deal with after you get those. So, and whereas the Master Sword is not traditionally a great solution for stone taluses, and you can't do anything to the bokoblins and rock armor at all without that. So 1 or 2 more for level 70. We'll probably only need to kill it, I don't know, a few more times. Just gonna teleport far away again so that we can continue to wait. You went to Zora's domain and almost died immediately because of all the enemies are so much stronger than me and my 4 small hearts. Actually, that is also the first area I went to as well. I don't know. I tend to... I think I did that in Breath of the Wild too. I went to the Zora's domain first in Breath of the Wild. I feel like Zora's domain, because of like just like the connection that you build with like the Zora's domain and all that stuff through like Ocarina of Time, as like a classic Zelda player. You want to go to the Zoras and help them out first. I don't know why. It's just one of them things where you're like, yeah, I have to go help. Oh, appreciate you guys digging up some things I hadn't noticed yet. I really haven't explored this area that much yet. Still working on and having the time to do it. I'm probably going to be working on it this week. Oh, nice. I will end the stream by watching the collected miscellany before I close it out then. I will be sure to do that. Sidon's fiance seems so sweet. Yeah, Yona, right? That's her name, I think. Yeah, she's cool. Honestly, I want to... what is his name? Teba's son? Oh, God, like Talus or something like that? I can't remember his name right now.
The doctor will see you now.
Is one of the more surprising things. Like there have been a few little like story surprises in Tears of the Kingdom that were very, well, one of them pretty extremely surprising, and I'm not gonna say that one. And nobody else, if you've played enough through the game, you know what I'm talking about. Do not talk about it. Just don't, because there's probably people in here who want to play the game and haven't yet. So please don't spoil that for them, because there was such a huge revelation in the game, and even I don't know how it ends yet because I haven't finished the game. Yeah, like things like Tebu's son having, you know, like multiple characters have grown up, right? Like Purah's older. That was a surprise as well, kind of cool. And you know, the new Win Champion's son has grown and is pretty cool too. So like it's cool, you know, to see a game actually have a time jump and have to redesign characters for that time jump, and then see how their personalities have changed as time has gone on. I really appreciate the kind of the care that they've put into those aspects of the game. It has been really great. You were confused when Tiny Lady became Tall Lady. Yeah, I mean, so Purah was not supposed to be a tiny child in the last game. She was trying to de-age herself and accidentally childed herself. She's actually well over a century old, so, you know, she should look like Impa, you know, who is a very old and tiny old lady, you know, but, you know, instead Purah turned herself into a child, so she was still about the same size, but a lot younger. And now she's more like, you know, teenagery. So, you know, she's more full-sized. All right, we're gonna teleport back over to the boss now. I think it's probably ready now. But yeah, there are a lot of little things that have been surprising me as we've gone on with the story so far. And yeah, I've really been enjoying Tears of the Kingdom. It's a great game. It's just like one of those fun games where you can just sit down and play it for an hour or 2 hours or a whole day, whatever you want to do, and you'll keep finding things to do. And you know, like, push comes to shove, you can just build something weird and see how it works. And I feel like people are going to be doing that with Tears of the Kingdom for like the next 5 years. You're going to continue seeing just weird YouTube shorts and TikTok videos of people building just the weirdest crap. You know, like I feel like in Breath of the Wild, people were still discovering new things, you know, 3, 4, 5 years later, like weird lore things that were hidden or weird mechanical things that people hadn't discovered. And in a game that has massively, you know, massively pivoted on what you can do in terms of freedoms, because there's so many more options. We're gonna be seeing weird things that people didn't know you could build for years to come, I think, because of the many thousands of combinations that can be made. I saw a video the other day of somebody killing one of the big dragon things with like this weird box of rockets and a bunch of lasers, and ever since I saw it, I was like, I think I have to try it. And I haven't tried it yet because I'm still terrified of those dragons, but they killed it in like 30 seconds. They didn't use a weapon on it at all, just a bunch of weird mechanical things, and like, I have to try it. I have to. I don't remember exactly what they used to do it now, but it seemed effective. It seemed real effective. Yeah, I have not approached any of the dragons. I don't even know what they're called because I won't approach them. Because I'm just terrified of them right now. They're just big and look mean. And I went, you know, what is it, the Citadel? You know, in the last game it was full of like Lionels and some other things. And in this game, it's got that giant dragon sitting in the bottom of it, which was very much not what I was anticipating at all.
It's just some chronic problem I have flaring up again. Nothing to worry
Yeah. Oh god, the camera died. Apologies. Let me fix it. Nope. Not doing that right now. I don't think so. That is not happening right this moment. It's still here. If it does it again, I'll do it, but I'm not going to do it unless it does it a second time. I'm not going to set the precedence for doing it on once. I did, however, I did buy a new USB hub, you guys, because I am going to try and resolve this. Like, it's right here. I have a new USB hub. However, its cable is not long enough to actually reach to my computer, so I had to order a replacement cable, which should be here tomorrow. So put that away. You ridiculous person. Yeah. All right, let me teleport away from the boss so this thing can actually respawn. And then I need to see if I didn't even actually think to check whether or not I got enough to level up Kirara on that one. Or if I need one more to push her to 70. Here she is. No, I need one more to push her to 70. So we must wait. Just keep the wig in the frame. No. No. Yeah, I've been, oh my god, it already died! Why?
Have you ever
Navigating the
kept
world
goldfish
is
as
a
pets?
whole lot
They're
easier
very
with a few different
cute.
identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Oh. Oh.
Good roll. All right, maybe I'll take one more day off and knock out the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Oh god. All right. I'm back. This is ridiculous. So the last time I did this, the camera did not break a single time again after I did it, which was ridiculous and kind of unfair. So we'll see what happens. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see what happens. What?
Navigating the
Oh
world
my
is a
gosh.
whole lot
Yes,
easier with a
there's
few different identities to choose from.
there's the rest of it.
Need me to come up with some for you?
Now I've gotta look through all this mess. Yeah, prepare the other costume parts. Not this time, but maybe the next time. Give me that. Can't just taunt me with the hat.
When on one should take ample
Ridiculous
time
person.
to
Can't trust you with anything.
and appreciate the wondrous scenery along the way.
Oh god.
You're about to collapse, aren't you?
Okay. Let's go back to the boss and see if it's respawned yet. Are they sharing the memories? I don't know, are they? All right. Let's go ahead and head back down. Yeah, I mean, if the camera keeps dying, like, yeah, I might make this a regular thing to where it's just like, oh, okay, well, more pieces, just keep accumulating. The jacket's easy enough to add to it anyways. It's all the other parts that would take a lot more time. Like, these things actually take a significant amount of time to get into when you make them and have to have, like, most of the appropriate layers and all of that stuff. We simplified it on one part so that it's not quite as big of a pain in the ass to put on and take off, but for the most part, it's, you know, got all of the layers that it should have. Forgot the name of the weird flying guys in Tears of the Kingdom. Which weird flying guys? You mean the bats, like the keys, or like what? There's a lot of things that fly. Unless you're talking about like the ones that are in the skies. And yes, those are slightly annoying. I agree.
Illusion shattered. Take it easy. Game's up. Home's over.
Like the ones that are like, they'll chase you while you're descending. Does anybody else, by the way, that has been playing Tears of the Kingdom, like, really appreciate that the star fragments just occasionally chase you now? You no longer have to wait for one to fall and then go chase it, which is really nice. One thing I have, like, there are still things that fall from the sky that you can go to, but the only one that I've actually managed to get to the location where it fell before daylight, it actually, as soon as I got within range of it, because it lodged itself firmly in the side of a mountain, decided to, like, become suddenly responsive to physics and fly down the mountain super fast, and I could not get to it before it disappeared. It was going down the mountain so fast that there was no chance that I could catch up with it, and I lost it. So yeah, I have not yet actually caught up to any of the actual falling star fragments, but the ones that actually will chase you as you're going down, I've got a bunch of those already, which is really nice. You call them a barracuda since you can't remember the name. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, but yeah, I can't remember what they're called at all. I don't know that I've ever known. Wait, I gotta show you something real quick. Follow me. Wait, what? All right, hold on. Where'd you go? Did you run somewhere? Did you teleport somewhere? I'm gonna assume you teleported with... No, you didn't teleport to everybody else. Where are you? You're all the way... Why are you in Inazuma? What are you doing, Ether? All right, I'll follow you. Hang on, I'm coming. Okay. Oh god, he's Ito again.
No way I can get a nap in this weather.
Okay. So what are we looking for here? I mean, it's lavender melons and eggs. I mean, what? The barrel isn't here. What are you talking about? I'm taking these lavender melons and eggs. What are we looking for? What? What are we doing? That one time? What? See, you got everybody to come here and there's nothing here. This guy's a troll. So unreliable. All right, well. Oh, I do remember that you almost did that. I do. That was a little close. I totally forgot that you did that. I'm not, like, in retrospect, I'm not surprised at all. But, like, you didn't actually manage to get it, so I am still grateful of that.
Take it easy.
I have, however, accidentally killed you, I think. Weren't you one of the elevators? Weren't you one of the ones I elevated to death? I think I elevated you to death, didn't I?
Take it easy.
It's been a little while since I've watched that clip. Oh boy, was it Rev? Maybe it was Rev, and I think it was Rev and Domo maybe that I did that too. Might have been Rev and Domo. I haven't seen Domo in a while. It was definitely like more than one or two people who were here regularly, but yeah. Okay, I need to actually go ahead and enhance Kirara again. Because I really want to actually try and, like, go attack some things with her. So I need to get one more ascension for her. One more. I need to start using some of those slightly lower level ones. I need 10 more of those boss items. Probably another minute or so. On the thought of trolls, I got rickrolled on Friday. How did you get rickrolled on Friday? It's 2023. How does anybody get rickrolled anymore? Everybody should just be like on edge all the time, worrying about getting rickrolled, because, you know, it's so common, and it's been happening for so long. You just have to know that something is fake, right? You have to know. Yeah, I'm not letting you blow me up with that thing, bud. Like, that is in no way going to happen. 0%. As soon as I saw it, I was like, yeah, no. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and kill that thing. Ain't happening. David, so new Fontaine footage, will we be able to swim underwater? So I am fairly certain, Kyria, that like the whole reason that they showed us that clip was to, you know, go ahead and give us like the tease that, yeah, we're gonna have underwater exploration. We're finally gonna be able to swim underwater. Obviously it's not going to be everywhere. It's probably just going to be in Fontaine and maybe areas that release afterwards, but they could also go back and retroactively add some underwater locations to areas that already exist. But it would probably require, you know, them to actually very intentionally go and design places for us to go. So yeah. All right, we can probably go back to the boss now. Like I said, we still need a few more of those. So I need 10 more of them. So between, what, 4 and 5 probably is what it's going to take. Oh, I actually teleported to the wrong one, but I don't know which one's actually faster. They're both fine, really. Pretty sure that was Sorush. It's the same for underwater mechanics. Pretty sure that's... Whoa. Do you think that it's not... They're not actually going to add... They're not actually going to add it. They're going to like make like a weird pet thing that does it for us instead. That would be weird. Hopefully not. I'd rather they just actually implement like underwater content. That would be better as opposed to some kind of a weird like pet bound thing. It was beautiful. True art, Rick. Oh, what's up, Darren? Welcome back. Pretty sure. Okay, let's see. And there was a duet, but it said it was a different song. But no. Oh, okay. I see what you're talking about. That. Yeah. You had a choir concert, and there was a duet, but it said it was a different song. But no, we got rickrolled by our seniors. Ah, unfortunate. So you got like solidly rickrolled, like in real life, not using the internet. That's impressive. No, Holy Fly Sarush is the same controls for under. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I mean, listen, like Sarush actually works well. So I think that would be fine. Like if we use the same controls. I mean, I think they kind of started to like break us into that as a concept or an idea, even with Scaramouche. But like once you go up, you kind of can't go back down with him. Wanderer, I should say. But I see what you're saying now. Slide boots. Yeah, that happened to me. I was following. It was a starlet. Was like, what up? Yeah, that's pretty much what it was like for me. I was like, what the heck? Like, what happened here? Like, this is kind of a new thing.
Like an emergency.
Try not to use another burst if I can avoid it. There we go. Okay. Come on, 3. 3, 3, 3. Nice. Okay, cool. Got 3. That'll help. I need 7 more. If I can keep getting 3, it will make it faster. We fly source. I didn't know of the Rickroll until rehearsal an hour before concert. Interesting. Oh, hey, look. Somebody was killing wild animals and there's just raw meat sitting in the desert. Murderers. Okay, so we are still working on trying to get my Kirara built up here, but one more ascension and she should be essentially usable. And then I'm gonna just run out and do a couple of tests with her before watching her collected. Actually, I could probably just pull up her collected miscellany, and we can watch that here momentarily. So while we're waiting on the boss respawn, let's do that, shall we? Okay, hang on. I can make that work. Let's see. Since we already have that released as of 20 minutes ago, just need to make sure that I've got all these layers set up to actually do the thing correctly. And here we go.
One courier from Inazuma's Komaniya Express stands head and shoulders above the rest. Instantly recognizable from her twin tails and paw pads, she is well known for her professionalism and excellent customer service. But nothing speaks to her popularity like her loyal customers, who, impressed by her integrity and can-do attitude, ask for her by name whenever they need an express delivery.
Anything you need delivered?
Gold-level courier Kirara has more than earned her reputation. Be it her delivery speed or package security, she provides a first-rate service by every measure. With her dendro vision on hand, Kirara clears all roadblocks to progress and delivers every order safely and swiftly. Even when in human form, Kirara's feline hunting instinct never sleeps. When Kirara is in the party, animals who produce fowl, raw meat, or chilled meat will not be startled as easily when your party members approach them.
Handy.
Kirara's normal attack can combo up to 4 sword strikes, dealing physical damage to enemies. Using her charged attack, Kirara consumes a set amount of stamina to perform 3 frontal slashes with her claws, dealing physical damage. Tapping Kirara's elemental skill sends her pouncing forth like a cat from the underbrush to deliver a tail-flicking flying kick, dealing AoE dendro damage to enemies. At the same time, Kirara gains a shield of safe transport that absorbs dendro damage with increased effectiveness, and she also becomes affected with dendro for a short time. The shield of safe transport's damage absorption scales off of Kirara's max HP, not exceeding a certain percentage of her max HP. Any remaining damage absorption on a shield of safe transport will be transferred to a new shield when created, and the duration will also be reset. Hold her elemental skill, and Kirara psychs herself up for a same-day delivery. She deploys a shield of safe transport identical to the shield produced by tapping the skill, and also enters the urgent Neko parcel state, curling up into a special express delivery box to move and fight at a faster pace. While in this state, Kirara will deal dendro damage to enemies she runs into. This effect can be triggered once per set time period for each enemy. When the duration ends or the skill is used again, Kirara executes a Flip Claw strike, which deals AoE dendro damage and is more powerful than the attack performed by tapping the skill.
That's a lot of dendro cores.
The urgent Neko parcel state also lends Kirara an advantage when adventuring in the wild. While in this state, her movement speed, climbing speed, and jumping ability are all increased, though her stamina consumption from climbing also increases. Sprinting or actively canceling
Completely
climbing
ridiculous.
will end the state early. The urgent Neko parcel state lasts for a limited duration and enters a cooldown when it ends. The longer that the state was active, the longer the cooldown time will be. After unlocking the
I kind of
talent
assumed it would be
Bewitching
like that.
Betwitching Tails, when Kirara enters the urgent Neko parcel state using her elemental skill, each collision with an enemy will grant her a stack of reinforced packaging. This effect can be triggered once per set time period for each enemy, and can be stacked up to a maximum of 3 times. When the urgent Neko parcel state ends, each stack of reinforced packaging will create 1 shield of safe transport for Kirara. The damage absorption of shields created in this way is based on that of her elemental skill's shield. If Kirara is already protected by a shield of safe transport created by her elemental skill, the shield duration will reset, and any remaining damage absorption will carry over.
Service with a
Knock out
smile!
the rest of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
Kirara uses her elemental burst to punish would-be package thieves, attacking with a special delivery package that deals AoE dendro damage. After the special delivery package explodes, it will split into numerous catgrass cardamoms, which explode and deal AoE dendro damage on contact with an enemy, or after a period of time. Just as a cat's eyes stay sharp in the dark, Kirara adjusts her attacks to suit the needs of the battle. After unlocking the talent Pupillary Variance, Kirara's elemental skill and elemental burst damage are increased based on her max HP. In her Nekomata form, Kirara possesses fearsome yokai powers. However, she prefers to use her abilities to protect her customers' parcels from theft or damage. In combat, Kirara's primary means of support is the shield of safe transport she creates with her elemental skill. In a pinch, she can also switch to her urgent Neko parcel state and dart around the battlefield as the situation demands, while keeping her allies safe. When her energy is full, Kirara drops off a special delivery package, which deals AoE dendro damage to enemies before splitting into catgrass cardamoms.
You know what? Neither is the
turning
character I'm not
package
using
thieves
enough.
into damaged goods.
Maybe neither would be a fun character to pair up with her.
Being a courier can be very satisfying work. To Kirara, every package safely delivered to a satisfied customer is a huge accomplishment, and a job well done always leaves her in a wonderful mood. Of course, not all packages are fortunate enough to make it into the hands of the customers waiting for them, but I admire Kirara's persistence and patience as she treks far and wide with her unwieldy parcels in hand, determined to see each and every journey through to the end. Perhaps this is the way things should be. After all, given enough time, is there any price too great to pay in order to achieve your goals?
Cool. Not quite as, what's the word I'm looking for? Not quite as cryptic as some characters have been. Oh, God.
Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
I hate you guys. I'm leaving. Let's go kill the boss. Jeez. You guys make it impossible to like minimize and do anything else without just immediately surrounding me in weirdness. This was Aether's plan, wasn't it? It was 100% Aether's plan. Let's go. Yeah, uh-huh, no. Yeah, right, uh-huh. I don't believe you. Alright. Should be ready to kick this thing off here in a second. Oh, I minimized my chat window. I need to bring that back. Let's see. What is going on here? There we go. Where the hell did that go? Well, I think it's gone forever now. Well, whatever. I'll get it back later. I have my multi-stream option. I can use that. All right.
Busted. Here comes the catch. Quietly now.
Well, let's get cracking at this.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Yeah, I definitely like bringing Ayla into this boss. She makes quick work of some of these things, for sure.
Let's light it up!
Ow!
Was I?
I say that, and then he killed me. Now I have to run back. Oh, Aether also died. Well, that makes me feel a little better about it. But only a little. Yikes. Alright. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we just didn't kill the cores fast enough, and he ended up picking us both off. I thought I was far enough away, but I guess not. Okay. Heading back to the scene of death. You are invincible. Apparently. Oh, Sarusha's back. Did we, Okay, I see what's going on. It came back because, or she came back because I got out of range of the other enemy. Throw the elemental rings. Yeah, well, we're trying. That should help.
Game's up. From Silva. Gotcha.
Hopefully we can just shred this thing now. No, we got a shield back, but it should go real quick. Nice. Okay. That's better. Three. Come on, three. Aw, 2. Damn. I need to get 12, so I need 5 more. So 2 or 3 more times yet. With 2 or 3 more runs, then we'll have it, and then we don't have to worry about it anymore, because I'll just be able to use her, because she'll be 80-80, and that'll be enough to not really worry too much about it, I think. All right, give me 2 seconds here while I try to get my chat back.
Good
There we
roll.
go.
All right, maybe I'll take one more day off. And
All right, I got the
knock out
chat
the rest
back.
of the work once I'm feeling up to it.
That was
light
weirdly
it up.
eluding me. All right. Or at least I thought I had it back. Okay, now I have it back. To fight, they move around so much. What are you talking about? I assume you've run. Oh, Horriblins. Yes. The first time I ran into the Horriblins, I was like appropriately horrified. Those are some creepy, creepy new enemies for sure. But yeah, like they have pretty big heads, so they're pretty easy to just pot shot with arrows until they're down. So they're not really too big of a problem, I'd say.
Where did that come from?
Especially once you have the Master Sword, they're really not a problem at all. Get rid of all these red dots finally. They're gonna make my eyes twitch. Come on. Alright, we got all the new version details. Don't need any of that. No more red dots. Still have the tutorial dots. Stop dots. Away. Away. Okay. No more dots. Okay, finally. You shot him down with bomb flowers. Yeah, I mean, you can do that too. Bomb flowers, I try not to overuse them because I always feel like whenever I end up using them for things like, you know, just shooting an enemy that, like random enemies like that, I end up not having them when I really, really need them. Although the more I explore the depths, the less of a problem it is really, because you get kind of a lot of them down there. And I think I have like 4 batteries now, so like it's getting to a point where I can actually build a device and use it for a little while, which is nice. So I've had to just explore the depths for the express purpose of just farming Zonaite. All right, so we are close. We need 5 more of those. Oh God, what are they called? The Evergloom rings. 5 more of those, and then I can finally ascend her to 80, and that's where I'm gonna stop her for now. And what I can do is I can go ahead and add probably a few more levels to her talents for now.
That's right.
You know, but yeah, I can add a few more levels to her talents, and I should be able to. Oh, I'm gonna have to convert some of those. I see. Not a big deal. I should have lots of them in one of the banks here, or not one of the banks, but I should have lots of one of the lower variants of it, so that I can just push them to the right. I think. If there is a lower version of that item, yeah, I'll have to check really quick. Let's find out. Ah, Yelan. She's so fast. It makes it so much easier to run around places. Okay. Yes. Good. I'm gonna go ahead and take most of those and convert them. And not use Yelan, because that's just throwing away perfectly good materials. There we go. Nice. I ended up with 50 of them. I'll take that. Because I'm definitely going to need more of that stuff for increasing her talents. Usually with characters like this, I just try to go for triple eights and then kind of see how the character performs. I don't know if like her normal attacks are even going to be like super effective, so I might go 6 double 8 and see kind of how it works out from there. Also, you keep expecting to see a test of strength shrine, but you haven't yet. So, I mean, there's not test of strength shrines anymore. There's, you randomly wake up in your underwear and have to kill everything like the trial of the sword shrines now. And like everybody, like, I think everybody probably has the same reaction every time you get to one of those, which you're like, no, every time. They are definitely my least favorite of the shrines so far. I've had, you know, fun with maybe 1 or 2 of them, but some of them can get a little dicey at times, where like just the amount of enemies that are involved in it are kind of infuriating. Nah, I hated Trial of the Sword. I also did not enjoy Trial of the Sword. I will say that it was, you know, one of those moments in gaming that, like, when you finish it, like there's been precious few things I think that I've ever gamed for that were more fulfilling than completing the Trial of the Sword.
From an informant. Looks like the situation has changed again.
But still, it was definitely painful. Trial of the Sword was cruel and unusual, and these new ones where it's basically like little mini Trials of the Sword are still pretty painful for sure. You haven't finished it yet either. We don't talk about Trial of the Sword. Man, oh god, I still vividly remember playing through the Trial of the Sword. Oh god. Oh, it was horrible. It was so bad. Your Benny still runs to tenacity to, oh god, CWOF. I forget what that even is right now. Oh, I got it, yeah.
Take it easy.
The Fate one. Can't think of the name right now. It's eluding me, but it's the purple one, right? It's like literally this set. No, that's Emblem of Severed Fate. That's a different set. What is yours? I have no idea. I can't think of what CWOF is. But that's a weird set for Benny. Definitely a weird set. I think most people use like Noblesse on Benny. This is an easy enough set to get for a character like Bennett.
Busted.
We're trying to get all the Koroks. You only have 230.
Here comes the catch.
That's gonna be a long task. Gotta tell you, every time I think about the Koroks in Breath of the Wild, it just makes me think of Dwight in The Office when, like, the whole hay place thing that he makes, where, you know, like he has like all these kids who are like digging through these bays of or hay bales. God, I don't know why I could not enunciate that. But yeah, he had him going through like hay bales to look for a needle in a haystack. Literally a needle in a. Oh, that sucked. Literally, anyways, a needle in a haystack, and one of the kids actually finds the needle and brings it to him, and he's like, "Congratulations! You know what your reward is? Nothing. Lesson is, some things aren't worth doing." And that's how I feel about getting all the Koroks in Breath of the Wild, because there's 900 of them. So it takes a long time, and your reward is a useless golden poop. Why? Why? Because some things aren't worth doing. So I just never did it. You know, I can't remember what the reward was for getting all of the golden sculptures in Ocarina of Time, but I feel like it was definitely better than a golden poop. So yeah, I have long decided that I was never going to do that. Now, if I've heard that there's even more Koroks in Tears of the Kingdom, so they, I really hope, give a better reward than a sparkly golden poop. Oh my god! Really? That was very unfortunate. I just got back. Why? Ah, man, come on. I just got back. I literally walked into the fray and got blown up and killed instantly. Yeah. A gold rupee, if you recall, not worth it either. Was that Ocarina of Time? I don't know. I definitely did it, but like the thing about doing it, like getting all the golden skull shells in Ocarina of Time was there was 150, I think. Or maybe even only 120. Maybe it was 120. It wasn't 900. So it really wasn't that bad. You got a lot of them real easily throughout like the you know, the duration of the game. And then you got to you know, to the point where you had finished everything. You just wanted to go and be a completionist and finish up a few other things. So that you probably had like maybe 50 or 60 or something, or maybe less to finish up. So it really wasn't so bad. But 900, man, like that's just cruel and unusual. It really is. It's too many for a golden poop to be the reward. And like I feel like that was like a very self-aware moment for you know, the devs for Breath of the Wild, because there's no way they didn't know what they were doing. There was no way they didn't know that like giving literal golden shit for the reward of gathering 900 Korok seeds wasn't going to be horrible for some people. Okay, so I need one more boss, looks like. But yeah, so hopefully, Tears of the Kingdom, because I seriously doubt anybody's gotten all of the Koroks yet, so we probably don't even know what the reward is. I seriously hope that the reward is something better than a golden turd. Because this is ridiculous. The first 100 are easy, the next 800. Yeah, no, for real, it's awful. You have to go through the guidebook and mark each individual spot where a seed is and do that again and again because I don't have that many stamp space. Yeah, no, that's pretty much like if the reward is actually good, then the guidebook is probably how I'll get them all as well. That's more than likely what I'll end up doing with it. I've got the guidebook on order for whenever, I think it comes out next month. I pre-ordered it like right away because like you know, I collect gaming books. I always have. I actually just got one today. I got the collector's edition art of Horizon Forbidden West today. I ordered it like a year ago when Forbidden West came out, and yeah, I didn't get it until literally today. But yeah, so that was cool. I'm glad to finally have that. Guidebook for Breath of the Wild is so nice. I love the concept art in the back. Yeah, the Breath of the Wild guidebook is a really nice one. I've got some guidebooks that I've really liked. I've got the guidebook for both Horizon Zero Dawn and Forbidden West, and those are both really beautiful guidebooks. The one for Final Fantasy 15, oh, that one's really nice. They did some nice work with that one. The way they put it, just the way it's all put together, it's just really nice. Breath of the Wild obviously is a really that one's probably the nicest one that I have. God, because you can just tell like the care that they put into it. It just it's one of the nicer guidebooks that I can really ever remember in recent years. One of the things that I was really disappointed about was that there was no guidebook for Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I still don't think there is. And if there is now, then I'm gonna get it. But like, I don't think so. And that really bummed me out when the game came out to find out that there wasn't a guidebook. And I think that there's only digital ones for some reason.
I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
Let's see. Final Fantasy VII Remake guidebook. Let's see. I don't think there is. I think there may have been like a digital release, but I don't think they ever actually released an actual guidebook or a proper hardbacked guidebook. Let's see. I did I actually my wife and I, we went to Beans and I went to the mall last weekend, and we just happened to come across the art of Final Fantasy VII Remake book, and I picked that up on the spot. I couldn't believe that that actually, one, existed and I didn't know about it, but that I had actually come across it in person. So yeah, I picked that up on the spot. Really nice. You love when I get posters in books, so the map poster was nice. Yeah, actually the Final Fantasy 15 guide had the giant map too, and I used that map for a lot of items in Final Fantasy 15. I really considered framing that map because I thought it was so cool. I never did get around to it, so it's still folded up and in the back of the book, but yeah, it's really cool. Oh my god. All the voice lines are gonna make my brain go crazy. NBC dropped a Korok off a waterfall as revenge. How dare Nintendo Black Crisis do that to the poor Koroks? Now, I can't say that I'm innocent in this either, though, Kyria, because just about every Korok that I have ever found under a rock has had the rock placed back on top of their head afterwards. Like, literally, they're like, you know, here's your Korok seed, and then you just go plunk, and they go, ugh. So, yeah, just about every Korok that I've ever found under a rock has gotten the rock placed back on their head for me to see them go oof. Because I can't not do it. I can't help myself. There probably won't be a guidebook for Final Fantasy VII Remake because it was an unfinished game. Oh man, I cannot disagree with that statement more. What exactly about Final Fantasy VII Remake seemed unfinished to you? Like, people still go on about like this whole like it's not a done game thing because they didn't finish the whole game. But that is like a farce. Final Fantasy VII Remake was not a remake of Final Fantasy VII. Remake is the story because they're remaking their destiny, which is why the Arbiters of Fate exist in the game. And you kill them 80% of the way through the game and forge a new fate for the characters. Like Aerith dying in Final Fantasy VII Rebirth or whatever comes after that is now not even a guarantee. That's probably not even going to happen. Like, they killed the Arbiters of Fate, so that was essentially like, what is it? Aerith has that quote towards the end of the game before they go through the portal that basically all but verifies that they are changing their fates and changing their past, which is why the very first scene of Final Fantasy VII Remake is the last scene from the post-credits in Final Fantasy VII, which is Aerith's face in the live stream. She literally went back in time and fused with her own essence, basically, to try to get the good ending for humanity. Because, you know, Final Fantasy VII, when you finish that game, you essentially got the bad ending. You saved the world, but humanity's going to die to the geostigma. That's just the reality of things. Like, you know, what is it? In Final Fantasy VII Advent Children, they kind of found a way to slow it down, you know, like they had the water wash thing or like the little churches that would cleanse it or whatever, but it's still kind of a temporary solution. So Final Fantasy VII Remake is not a remake of Final Fantasy VII. It's a sequel. I'm kind of surprised that there are still people who don't know that that is a thing. Boundless, terrifying freedom. Thank you, Beans. You always remember that quote better than I do. I don't know. Like, usually I'm really good at remembering quotes. But I never remember that one. Oh man, am I the only one that lived? That's not good. Now I have to run. Oh, run, yeah. Oh, I'm dead. I literally got caught by that attack and could do nothing about it. Well, and it reset. Damn. Well, is what it is. You should play Final Fantasy more. I've played their spin-off Chocobo games more than Final Fantasy itself. Ah, that is unfortunate. All right, well, we got to run back down there again. This will be the last one. You meant Zack is dead? Well, yeah, Zack is dead in the original games. He's not dead anymore. That's another one of the all but guaranteed that the story has changed. And that's why, like, for people to say things like it's an incomplete game is, like, that is a complete farce. Like, we're, you know, what, 3 years after the release of that game. And I guess some people still don't know that. Like, it's a sequel. It's not a remake of the original game. Remake was just the title that they used for a trilogy that retells that story. but they're actually striving towards an ending that is likely not as unfortunate for humanity. So, you know, like I said, like in Final Fantasy VII, like they save the planet, but the geostigma will slowly kill humanity over the course of 500 years. And you know, it's very likely that remake and rebirth and whatever the last one ends up being called, the whole idea is to avoid that ending. And perhaps the way they'll do that is by having, you know, Aerith, who is like the last surviving, or well, really the first known, I forget what they're called, really like the last surviving one of her people, would be very helpful in possibly preventing that. So stopping her death could be very essential to achieving that different end. So I, for one, I am so excited for how they're going to continue it, and really for them to you know, to title it that way, I guess might have been slightly misleading. And I can understand why that might cause confusion. But, you know, we're well outside of spoiler territory on that game, being that it's been over 3 years, and, you know, the fourth is literally, or the second game is literally right around the corner now, sometime this winter. Man, that's so exciting. End of rant. You want to turn the card game system in Chocobo Tales into an actual card game. Even found a source with all the cards. Huh. All right, that is the last one finally. Now Kirara's level 80. Thank you everybody for the assistance in you know, fighting off this boss. I don't know if it was faster or not. Maybe. I honestly really haven't spent much time fighting this boss on my own, so I couldn't really tell you. I do need 4 more of that blue one. Uh-oh. Well, I might be able to get it from the shop if I don't have it this way, so we'll see. But yeah, the point is just to get her to 80-80 and then go and see what kind of like damage she does raw without any of the reactions up first, and then do some tests with like elemental mastery and all that. Although that said, this stream has already gone a lot longer than I thought it was going to, so I'm probably not even going to get to do that stuff tonight because I really do need to wrap it up, you guys. Let's see. This is what I needed. I need to make 4. Well, I can burn a few more of these in hopes of getting a little closer. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I can make exactly 4 now. All right. Aye. Okay. Now ascended to level 80. I don't know if I have enough of the materials to continue leveling her talents even. Yeah, I definitely don't have enough of those. I'm gonna have to go farm those. But I also have to go and kill the Apep boss a bunch as well, which I'll have to do. I've really not been farming it at all. So whoops, I gotta do that this week. Because I really can't go any further than I already have with her skills. So I'll have to work on that this week, and also really just doing some world exploration and other stuff. But she is one of the 80 characters now, at least, so that's progress. I'll take that. She's in here somewhere. Oh, no, she's level 70 right now because I ascended her but didn't level her. I need to do that. So let's do that real quick. Yeah, so I'm noticing once again that the camera has not blipped out since I put the Zhongli wig on. I don't know what the hell the thing, like, guys, I have no answer for why that might be the case. Last night, it did not drop out one time after I put it on. Tonight, once again, it didn't drop out again after I put it on. Like, what the hell is going on? Like, magic hair or something. I don't know. All right, well, she's leveled up at least, so I can do some tests, and I'll probably just, I don't know, talk about the tests, my test results on Twitter or something, and kind of go from there. I definitely want to actually go and test out the character and see what kind of damage it can do. Even on just like a one-on-one kind of thing with some enemies that I'm used to fighting, but I don't know what to expect from her in like just like solo production. We'll see, but yeah, should be cool. Anyways, I need to get out of here for the night. I don't have the time to be messing with it right now because it's late. and I really need to go to bed. But yeah, thanks for being here tonight, everybody. Special thanks to Aether and Warpaint and Akaran for joining the stream and helping me farm the boss. Because I really haven't been fighting that boss, or really haven't been able to keep up with a lot of things for a little while, although I am steadily catching up. So, and some of you guys' support really has helped out with that. So I definitely appreciate it. Yeah, I gotta get out of here because I gotta get up early tomorrow, so that I continue to be productive and work through things and get caught up on other stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna take off, and yeah, have a good night, guys. See you in the next one. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps me out too. Have a good night.
Good things come to those who
The
don't
button's
wait
not
around.
working.
That's what they say.
I hate my USB hub.
Knowing my luck,
Freaking
the
buttons
opposite is
do
always
nothing.
true for me.
Buttons. They do nothing. Yeah.
Benny's
Hang on.
Ranger team, assemble!
Little delay. Little delay. Okay. Maybe now?
Or
Maybe?
not.
No. The button's still not. Success! Pizza, 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 pizza. Pizza.